Hello everyone, my name is Luke, I am the Distracted Gamer, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Sim. This is a little bit different from the normal content I do, but I think airplanes are pretty cool, and I have Flight Sim. I haven't used it in about a year and a half. I've got 27 hours on my belt, so not a whole lot at all, and I just thought we're going to cluelessly fly our way around Indiana today in one of my all-time favorite airplanes, the V35 B Bonanza. And gosh, this game looks so good. I don't know how good it's going to look on the recording, but it looks good on my monitor right now. So yeah, I think that's going to be enough of me blabbing. And I'm just going to see you guys at Greenwood Airport, which is a small little airport in Indiana. So yeah, just V35 B Bonanza. Nothing, too spectacular about this plane. And what else do I have to say? Oh, we're doing live weather and live time and all that stuff, so you'll get the actual current Indiana conditions. I don't think it's too cold out today. And we're not going to be doing like super legit. I don't need to know like dew point or do any tower communications at all. We're just going to go out and have a good time. So I'll see you guys at Greenwood Airport. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in a very laggy Greenwood Airport in the Bonanza, and I did the tail number wrong. It should be November 4013 Lima, not 4013 Lima, but we're going to ignore that because I don't know how to access third-person camera. So you're just going to be seeing the cockpit cam today. We're going to go ahead and click ready to fly here, spawn inside of the aircraft. Now, I don't know a whole lot about aircraft. We're not going to be properly flying this. This is just for the fun of it because I think they're cool. I just like it. And that's essentially what this video is me just cluelessly flying around Greenwood Airport, and I don't know what I'm looking at over there, but that looks like a big spike in the ground, and that's exactly what it is. I think it's supposed to be a silo, but it is a spike in the ground. I'm running everything on Ultra. My computer can't really handle that, but I said deal with it, and it's dealing with it, and I don't have too bad of frame loss. It is pretty windy here today. I don't know where windsock is to look at, but it's rather windy in Indiana here today, so that is something to take into consideration for takeoff and landing. I don't know what I am going to use ATC here in a second though, because I don't know what it wants me to properly which way it wants me to take off of. We're gonna go through our pre-flight though. Parking brake is set, avionics master is off, circuit breakers, why is that hard to say, are all pushed in, landing gear is in the down position, flaps are set to 0, cowl flaps are open, push them in just to and pull them back out just to verify. Lights as required are going to be our, not our prop de-ice and not our windshield de-ice. It's 58 out. As our nope, not our PyTot. Strobe, beacon, and nav lights are all turned on as required. AP trim, I don't even know what that is, so that's off. Fuel selectors to the fullest tank. I always use the left tank to start off with, which is what it's signaling. Battery switch good to set to on. Alternator switch on. Fuel check levels 50-50, all good, so that's all good for that page. And now engine start, mixture is set to rich, so you push that rev knob in all the way. I do have a little throttle set up over here off to my right. Max prop RPM, that's the blue guy, and then the throttle is set to full. Electric fuel pump you turn on until flow peaks, so you just listen for it to peak. My voice tried to crack. There's peak, which actually you can see up here on this little gauge, so I'm gonna do it again. There you go. Sometimes it's hard to find. So that's all good. Throttle open 1/4 inch, so for me that is 12% throttle. It's nice because 25% is marked, so I just go to in between 25 and 0. Magnetos, then go to start. The aircraft is alive. Look at that. Awesome. On this windy day here in Indianapolis. Also, we have a little jet. I've seen some jets over at the Greenwood Airport. Not a many, but yeah, occasionally we get one. Throttle adjust to 1200 RPM, so we're sitting just right at 1000. So we're going to go ahead and bump it up to 25% throttle. That'll bring us up to that first notch, which is 1200 RPM. Oil pressure is in the green. That's good. So that's what is that, like 50 some psi of oil pressure right there, so that's all good. Alternator is indeed on. Yep. And then brakes, I can test them, so we're going to go ahead and turn the parking brake off, push in on our brakes. They are working, because if I take off the brakes, the plane rolls forward, so we can go back on the parking brake. The lights are on as required. Now pre-takeoff, I'm going to go ahead and turn on our avionics master. Flight instruments are all good. Ammeter, where's it showing me the ammeter? Oh, right there. Ammeter is good. Fuel pump is off, correct. Throttle adjusts to 1700. Cutoff test, we're not going to do any of that, but we will talk to ATC here just to make sure. Nope, that's the wrong one. We will talk to ATC here just to verify which way it wants, if it wants 1 or 27 for our runway. So we're going to talk to ATC. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, let's announce taxi.
Kilo Hotel Foxtrot Yankee Traffic Beechcraft 401 Tree Lima is taxiing to runway 19er.
Okay. So that's 19er is down here. So we're gonna go off around the Cessna, hit this guy, and go off to the left down. Actually, we're probably just gonna go out this way. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the taxi, I guess. Well, that's gonna be it for me talking. I need to map a button so I have a way to just hit a button and go back to 0 on, or back to the original position on the camera. We're just gonna go this way. I'm not patient enough to go any proper way, but we can go ahead and reset our camera here. And yeah, don't be too mean to me, guys. I don't understand a whole lot about flying. I don't understand a whole lot about anything that's not a race car. Yeah, I just kind of exist for the fun of it. Give it a little bit of a break here while we're pushing up on the speed. We'll see how this takeoff is. Takeoffs are fine for me. It's the landings which are a little bit hard. Well, we will go ahead and pull off down here and at least do a little bit of a pre-flight. So flaps, all that stuff, adjust RPM. We'll go ahead and pull off right here and do a pre-flight. Alright, pre-flight stuff. I'm not going to adjust RPM yet, but we'll pull the flaps down to half. Check out there, see that they're moving down, and then I can go ahead on my yoke, left, right, that's all good. Look behind me, we get on the rudder, we get left, right, and then what did I want to check? Oh, up and down. Cool. So all of that seems to be going in. We also don't have this many hangars, or at least hangars that aren't this big. These are like massive hangars. We have little baby hangars. That was some horrible screen tearing. And yeah, that's gonna do it for our little bit of a pre-flight. I'm gonna go ahead and disengage the brakes and we're gonna get moving here. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna kind of go up, do at least a circle, and then come back and land. It's about all I do in Microsoft Flight Sim. I mean, I've flown this Bonanza 20 some hours. I need to fix my pedals really quickly, so we're gonna hold short of runway 19. I'm gonna pull the parking brake and I'm gonna fix my rudder pedals. Alrighty, rudder pedals are fixed. They're not going on everywhere. I use my sim rig to hold my pedals and whatnot, and they're not really made for it. But I make it work. Sometimes you just have to. Also, there's like apartments over here now. I don't know why that they decided to build apartments over here by the airport. I'm sure people don't complain about it because people complain about everything. But we're in the virtual world, so we're not going to worry about it. Here we are, runway 19. Going to get lined up and full throttle. Here we go. I'm going to pull a little bit of mixture out of it. Lean the mixture a little bit. Here we go. You always take off into the wind. I'm building up speed. I need to adjust this way a little bit. 100 knots. We're going to go ahead and pull back. Hit my landing gear button. Hit the landing gear, rise up. And we are successfully in the air here in Greenwood. Look at that. That's awesome. Taking off right into the wind. Yeah, earlier I took off of runway 1. I just did a little bit of a test flight, make sure my game wasn't lagging and could work with OBS going. And I took off on runway 1, and I could definitely feel a difference there. This is much easier to take off in. Imagine that, right? Pull a little bit more mixture out of it as we continue our climb. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the flaps out. So flaps are set to 0. Turn my yoke back on and reset my camera position, and I guess I'll take you guys to Indianapolis. But I need to get life sorted out a little bit here in terms of my trim levels and whatnot. We're gonna call this good for now, and we're going to do a right turn, kind of a long one, and we'll go into Indianapolis. Gosh, this MSFS always looks so good, man. I actually did fly out of the Greenwood Airport once for my birthday last year. My parents got me a ride in a Cessna 172 Skyhawk. That was kind of fun. My best friend went with me, and we had a good time. Which way do we want to be going here? I'll see the city. I think what I'm seeing down there is the actual airport. There's some smoke and whatnot down there. Where's the city? There it is. Alright. We're working our way to Indianapolis. Some contrails from a plane way up there in the sky. It is not us. We're not going to be making any contrails in this. Nope, that's the wrong way for my trim level. It's definitely the wrong way for my trim level. Trim level is just a way to kind of even out your altitude level. And I suck at figuring out trim levels, so it takes me a couple tries, but I kind of get there eventually. If you can get it right, set up right, just right, you're not going to be fighting the plane, which is kind of nice. But I obviously don't know what I'm doing, so it's a little bit sometimes not nice because I just sit here and fight it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Approaching downtown Indianapolis. We're still south of it, I believe. Yes, we're still south of Indianapolis. I'm still messing with my trim level. Imagine that, right? But we're doing a little bit of a left turn here, so we can at least look out the window and see the city of Indianapolis. Actually, our trim level is pretty good right now, so shh, don't say that too loudly. Yeah, this is Indianapolis. Not a whole lot going on here. I'm gonna pitch down a little bit. That would be nice, but I can't because I'm using my mouse. Microsoft Flight Sim doesn't like dual input controls. So right there, that'd be Lucas Oil Stadium where the Colts play. That is the Salesforce building. And then there's some other stuff down there as we pitch up randomly, probably in some wind. There's some other fun stuff down there. There's where the Pacers play. I think it's called Gamebridge Fieldhouse now. Where's Victory Field? That's where the Indianapolis Indians play. They're at Gamebridge Field. And then where I go to college is somewhere out here. Somewhere. I don't know exactly where. But yeah, that's Indianapolis. That's pretty much all to see. Except for what we'll be making a turn to see here very, very shortly. Nice little place I've spent some time at up here, actually right in the middle of the screen there. Yeah, like I said, there's Indianapolis. There's not a whole lot to see. It's alright though. It's a small little town. a small little city. I don't like cities, but Indianapolis is kind of alright. Alrighty now, right here off to our left is my favorite place on earth, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in all of its astounding glory, the second oldest permanent racing facility in the United States behind Milwaukee Mile. You get the golf course right out here, which also continues and has a couple holes inside the racetrack. Turn 1, Turn 2, Turn 3, Turn 4 of the oval. Here's the road course layout down here, and then back onto the oval before this nice little section. Right out there's the museum, and right there's the pagoda. They have the, no, this is before they kind of redid the place. Alright, cool, good to know. But yep, right there is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in all of its glory with the banners and everything down there. And we got Lily Diabetes over here in between turns 1 and 2. Good stuff to see. IMS in Microsoft Flight Sim. Right, so we've turned off to the left here. Now we're going to start working our way back to the Greenwood Airport. Nice to see, like I said, nice to see the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in all of its astounding glory in Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't know exactly where Greenwood Airport is from here. Oh, I think I see its light. So, yes, I do see its green light right above my mag compass. So we're going to go ahead and work our way that way. And let's see, I'm probably just going to talk. Is this IUPUI down here? This might be IUPUI. One of the colleges here in Indianapolis. Yeah, I'm thinking that is. I forgot I had air traffic on, and that kind of scared me. Some factories out here. Or there's some factories. There's some like energy plants out there, and they put off a lot of steam. Gosh, it is cool. You know, how cool is it in that it's 2024 and I can fly around my city in a video game, and it accurately represents what you see. We're gonna pull some throttle out here. Like I said, as I don't entirely know where the Greenwood Airport is, but we're gonna be trying to find it. We're gonna lose some altitude here since I pulled throttle. I gotta find the interstate that it's on. Let me dual input, game. It would be really nice if you would let me dual input. Feel like this is Beach Grove. Ah, I see it. Alright, I have eyes on the Greenwood Airport, so we're gonna make our way that way. Pull some more throttle out of it. We're gonna go ahead and lower our flaps here. Get the yoke out of the way. Lower our flaps. Reset our camera, as we're going to be making our landing here very shortly. There we go. You can see it's just entered the screen. I don't know how laggy this is going to be for you guys, but it's a little bit on the laggy side for me, but that's okay. Alright, I think we're in the Beach Grove area right now. I'm going to put some power back in it, just so we're not sitting here at like 115 knots. There we go. Get a little bit of throttle back in it. And like I said, making our landing here at Greenwood. So, as I've said, I don't know a whole lot about aviation, at least the pilot side of things, but you always take off and land into the wind. So, I guess this is the direction that the wind's coming today. Yeah, like I said, I took off the other way earlier and it was definitely much harder, so that makes a lot of sense. Now this plane, oh look at that, I took over 21 hours in this plane during this video, that's cool. This plane has an alarm set up, so it gets a little irritated at you if you pull more, if you go below 25% throttle while you're over 100 knots. So it does get a little irritated at you, but it's a V35 B Bonanza. It's cool. It's a V-tail, so you just kind of got to put up with it, right? Like, I play MSFS, and part of me thinks that, you know, I could be a pilot. I mean, I'm sure I could if I really tried at it, but Also, part of me doesn't desire to, because I need racing. I need racing too much, man. And you can really feel the effects of the wind right now as we get lower here, and it is a windy day out. I'm gonna have to shut this guy up. Can I like turn you off? Can I like tell you to shut off? No. Okay, well, that's alright. We're just gonna stay like this. We're gonna go ahead and put our landing gear down as we are getting close to the airport. Yeah, getting close to the airport. And then I work over in this area. That's cool. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and pull a lot more throttle out of it since we're getting closer. We're gonna see how badly this landing sucks. Probably gonna suck a bit. Like I said, I'm rusty. I just did a little practice flight earlier and landed with the wind, so I'm sure that didn't help me, but I actually kind of landed okay. I only bounced once. Usually I bounce at least a couple times. But like I said, I don't know much. I just do this for the fun. Maybe I'll start more regularly doing it since I've got it back on. Only the general aviation stuff. I don't have much interest in the big liners and all that stuff. That's a little bit beyond me. We're going to add some trim level to it here, so we're kind of pulling back on it more than pushing it forward. I'm going to scrub off some speed here. We're going to go low on the throttle. Take a bunch of throttle out of her. We're really fighting the wind right now. Add some throttle back. My controls are kind of sensitive. Stop it. Stop fighting me. Here we go. We're coming in. I'm not going to be on center line, but I don't really care. It doesn't affect me. This isn't real life. Dumping throttle. Oh, one bounce. One bounce it is. On our brakes. Made our safe landing. Not bad. Like I said, I haven't landed in a while. We're not going to make that taxiway, so we're just going to go on to the next one. We go ahead and put our flaps back to 0. Come on, game. Flaps back to 0. Move. There we go. Flaps are back to 0. And a successful little flight into Indianapolis. If you guys would like to see more Microsoft Flight Sim, that would be awesome. I'm down for it. Like I said, I enjoy it. But I'm not any good at flying. So if you guys want to see somebody struggle at it, let me know, because I'll be willing to struggle at it for the fun of it. For the views. Gotta do it for the tube, right? And it is a lot of fun. Flying is a lot of fun, even in Microsoft Flight Sim, you know? Like, it's just cool that I can fly around my city in Microsoft Flight Sim. Like, literally, how cool is that? So we turn back into the parking area. They have the planes parked incorrectly here. This is not how planes are parked in Greenwood. I'll park it the right way, because it'll bug me. But you pull up this way, and you give it a nice little yaw to the left, a yeehaw to the left, and then you actually park on some T's that are painted on the ground right here. So that's where we're going to leave it. I'm going to go ahead and turn my parking brake on. Engine is at idle. And I'm going to go ahead and do the shutdown procedure, and we're going to call it a video. So I really enjoyed doing that. I hope that the footage turns out looking alright. And I hope that, you know, some people watch it, and maybe, like I said, recommend me doing this more, because I like it. I didn't even touch my cowl flaps. Wasn't even necessary. Okay, we're going to turn that off. if I can. But yeah, we are going to maybe do some more. Some more MSFS, and like I said, I enjoyed this. Maybe we're gonna do some more MSFS. I think that it's a lot of fun, and I want to get better at it. So why not document my getting better at it, right? And there we go. There's our shutdown procedure. We're gonna see if the propeller actually stops, though. Yeah, no, the propeller's not gonna stop for some reason. I don't know why. It's not into that today. Open up the window since it's nice and warm out. It's 58 degrees in it where I live currently. Alright, I didn't like any of my outros, so this has been my little tour of Indiana, the little nothingness that I live in. And yeah, just really an excuse to get back on MSFS. I've been wanting to do this for months, just get back on it and record it and try it, see what happens. If nobody watches it, it doesn't matter because I'll just fly for myself. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed it. It's nice to be back on Microsoft Flight Sim. It looks amazing on my new monitor. And yeah, if anybody watches, thank you for watching, and don't be too mad at me for flying incorrectly, because I know nothing about proper flying. I want to learn, I just don't, and I like rarely ever do flight sim. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.